Wanted to share about a situation this morning with my kiddo as far as what do I do when he slept through his alarm, he's not waking up, we're going to be late, and how do I handle the situation? So first, I went in about 10 minutes before he was supposed to get up and just made some connection with him. Again, we want to start with bonding and connection and positivity. So said, "Good morning, buddy. Good to see you." Rubbed his back for 1 second. My son's 14, so he doesn't want a whole lot of physicality. Left the room, left his door just this much ajar to sort of signal, okay, you're not just going to go back to sleep for a long time here. Okay, now it's 5 minutes after you were supposed to get up. Went on in. "Hey, it sounds like your alarm went off. Good morning, bud." Right? Let him go, come back in, and now if he doesn't, I mean, we're already 5 minutes late now. If he gets up right now, we're gonna be 5 minutes late. First of all, I felt in my body the anxiety and the upset about the lack of responsibility for him getting up. And so I just recognized that and let that be. And I moved into a strategy, which is to use humor and play in some way and yet state what's going on. So basically, so I started to do the march of the Empire song, right? So like dun 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 dun, and I'm slowly pulling the covers off of his bed, like gonna pull the covers onto the floor, and he smiled, right? And I'm like, "We're gonna be late," and so I started to go. I'm gonna do the Darth Vader voice, like, "We're going to be late," and it got really close to him, like, "We're going to be late." It made it funny, but also let him know, hey, we're gonna be late right now, and let him know that. And so now the covers are on the floor. He has nothing to curl up into anymore. And he sat up and started to move on his own. And then he got ready, came down. We did end up being 5 minutes late, which I'll deal with the consequences of that later after school, which he knows is gonna happen and we've done before. But I didn't need to make a scene or use guilt or get all angry this morning. I'm gonna follow through with the consequence later today. And when he got to school, "Hey, give me a hug, buddy," and rubbed his head for like half of a second, and he went to like pull my hand away from his head. Again, he's 14, and he like wants to get into school. So I actually took another second to kind of be playful, and I just grabbed hold of his hands and I started to move his hands around like, and I was making noises. And instead of just like snatching away and being angry about what I was doing and frustrated, because of all the work I've been doing with him, he just kind of let me play with his hands for a little while, and he was looking at me like, "What's going on here? What are you doing, Dad?" And I just laughed and I said, have a great day, buddy. I'll see you later." And this was a huge thing. Him not moving into frustration or pulling away showed me that he trusts me. He was able to let go of the anxiety in that moment and just kind of like let me do the playful thing that I was doing, without judging, without being upset. And that was a really big thing. And yes, he was 5 minutes late for school, and yes, I will follow through with, the consequence of that later. But we had a great day. It was a bonding experience, great morning, and a bonding experience. And he went to school sort of with a humorous tone in the air and a connecting tone in the air.
I'ma tell you about a woman whose heart is sunshine, whose body burned hot. I'ma tell you about a woman who's cold as tundra with some frozen eyes. I can tell by the way she moves that she cares, and it's lovely too.